Having dedicated decades to the medical care of senior patients as a surgeon, I address you today not with detached professionalism, but with heartfelt urgency. Seniors, I earnestly implore you, please refrain from consuming these 5 vegetables, as they are stealthily damaging your eyesight. You might attribute changes in your vision to the natural aging process. Perhaps you've noticed that sunlight seems overly bright, faces appear more blurred, or reading becomes tiring, even if you don't spend excessive time on digital devices or with books. But what if I told you that the true cause isn't age or illness? Instead, it lies on your plate. I've witnessed this scenario far too often. Elderly patients who were otherwise healthy and mentally sharp suddenly begin to experience vision loss, gradually and unobtrusively. One woman recounted how she could no longer make out her grandson's features in the morning light. Her deteriorating eyesight wasn't due to a diagnosed medical condition, but rather the seemingly harmless vegetables she consumed daily, prepared in ways she never questioned. However, it's not too late to make a change. I will guide you through the 5 vegetables you must stop eating immediately if you wish to safeguard your eyes, maintain your independence, and cherish every precious moment of sight you have left. Before we begin, if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications so you never miss another health tip tailored just for you. If you find this video beneficial, please leave a 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can improve my content for you. Firstly, leftover spinach, a hidden peril in your refrigerator. Spinach has a certain appeal. It's green, tender when cooked, and has long been regarded as a healthy staple, especially among seniors aiming for a clean diet and increased iron intake. It can be found in omelets, soups, pasta, and even in generations-old creamy casseroles. However, few are aware that the reheated spinach you have for lunch might be causing daily, incremental harm to your eyes. When spinach is cooked and then stored overnight in the fridge, a concerning chemical change occurs. Naturally rich in nitrates, spinach, once cooled and reheated, converts these into nitrites. These compounds can increase oxidative stress in the body. In essence, nitrites can damage the tiny, delicate blood vessels that supply the retina. Over time, this damage can lead to macular degeneration, blurred vision, difficulty adapting to bright light, and even a painless, gradual loss of eyesight. This isn't mere speculation, it's reality. I've treated patients in their late 70s who never used smartphones, never read in the dark, and never had diabetes. Yet, their vision declined inexplicably. Upon examining their habits, a common pattern emerged: the regular consumption of reheated spinach dishes several times a week, often to save time, money, or avoid food waste. I understand the reluctance to discard food, especially something as innocuous as a bowl of sautéed spinach. But ask yourself, is a serving of leftovers worth risking your ability to see the faces of your loved ones? The true threat of aging isn't just what we lose naturally, it's what we unknowingly sacrifice by clinging to habits that are no longer beneficial. And if spinach poses such a risk, imagine what raw kale in your morning smoothie might be doing. The answer may astonish you. If you're still watching and finding these insights useful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're following along. Now, let's move on to the second point. Secondly, raw kale in smoothies not always as healthy as it seems. Kale has become the emblem of healthy eating. It's lauded as a superfood in every senior wellness magazine and grocery flyer, praised for its high fiber, calcium, antioxidants, and vitamin content. It's no wonder many older adults, hoping to stay alert and energetic, have incorporated raw kale into their daily smoothie routine. But what if I told you that this green drink might be gradually impairing your vision? The fact is, frequent consumption of raw kale can subtly interfere with your body's ability to protect your eyes. Kale is high in oxalates, natural compounds that bind to calcium and zinc, 2 minerals crucial for eye health, particularly for the retina and macula, which are responsible for central vision. When oxalates bind with these minerals, they form tiny, hard-to-absorb crystals, effectively depriving your eyes of the nutrients they need to remain strong. I've encountered patients who lead seemingly healthy lifestyles: no smoking, regular exercise, and adequate hydration, yet they complain of eye fatigue, blurred vision, or a strange haziness in bright light. They're perplexed, and when I inquire about their diet, many proudly mention their daily kale smoothie. They never anticipated that something so green and clean could have hidden drawbacks. This isn't about instilling fear, it's about achieving balance. Kale still has nutritional value, but steaming or sautéing it breaks down the oxalates, making its nutrients more readily available. If you've been adding raw kale to your blender daily, assuming it's beneficial, it may be time to reevaluate your routine. Because if a leafy green like kale can quietly block essential nutrients for your eyes, what other dietary surprises could be lurking in your kitchen? Let's now discuss one of America's favorite indulgences, pickled vegetables. Their taste is strong, but so are the potential consequences. Thirdly, pickled vegetables delicious yet dangerous. There's a sense of nostalgia associated with pickled vegetables, whether it's the crunch of a dill pickle with your sandwich, the tang of sauerkraut on a bratwurst, or the bite of pickled beets in a salad. These foods evoke memories of family barbecues and old recipes. They have a vibrant, intense flavor. However, beneath this flavor and tradition lies a hard truth. These foods may be damaging your vision with each bite. Pickled vegetables are extremely high in salt, far more than just a sprinkle. A single serving can contain hundreds of milligrams of sodium, exceeding what aging eyes and blood vessels can safely tolerate. Excessive salt intake raises blood pressure and, more specifically, strains the delicate capillaries in the eyes, especially those in the retina. Over time, this pressure can weaken the vessel walls, leading to microbleeds, blurred vision, and hypertensive retinopathy, a condition many seniors are unaware of until their eyesight begins to deteriorate. Even worse, many commercial pickles contain preservatives and artificial colorings that are linked to inflammation and oxidative stress. These pose threats not only to your eyes but also to your entire circulatory system, including blood flow to the brain. That daily pickle you enjoy for a burst of flavor might actually be dulling your senses, both in terms of vision and cognitive function. I've spoken with seniors who said, "I only eat a few pickles a day. That can't be harmful, right?" But when their vision fades and their memory becomes unreliable, they often wish they could reverse those seemingly insignificant dietary choices. And if pickles can have such an impact, what about a food you might consider heart-healthy, like garlic? When it starts to affect your eyes negatively, what you're about to learn may be even more surprising. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment one below to let me know you're engaged. Now, let's proceed to the fourth point. Fourthly, excessive garlic consumption, potent but risky. Garlic has long been a beloved ingredient in American and global kitchens, revered not only for its flavor but also as a natural remedy. For generations, it has been praised as a heart protector, cholesterol reducer, and even a blood purifier. And indeed, garlic possesses remarkable properties. However, as with many things in life, too much of a good thing can become a hidden danger, especially for older adults. When consumed in large quantities, particularly raw or as concentrated supplements, garlic acts as a natural blood thinner. While this may seem beneficial for seniors concerned about heart health or stroke risk, many are unaware that thinned blood can lead to minor internal bleeding in sensitive areas of the body, such as the eyes. The retina is lined with delicate capillaries thinner than a strand of hair, and these vessels become more fragile with age. Combining a blood thinner like garlic with medications such as aspirin or warfarin significantly increases the risk of vitreous hemorrhage, floaters, and sudden blurred vision. Some of my patients described their vision as if looking through a smoky haze or experiencing sudden flashes of light. They had no idea that the garlic they were taking to improve circulation could be the cause of damage to the blood vessels in their eyes. Moderation is crucial. A clove of garlic in your pasta sauce is fine, but a daily raw garlic smoothie along with supplements crosses the line from beneficial to harmful. Your body, especially your eyes, needs proper nourishment, not overcorrection. So, the next time you reach for a garlic capsule, ask yourself whether you're helping your body or causing it unnecessary strain. Because if garlic, a natural healer, can harm your eyes unnoticed, imagine what the seemingly innocent sweetness of canned corn might be masking. What lies within that syrupy, golden treat may shock you. Fifthly, canned corn convenient but detrimental to your vision. Canned corn has a comforting quality. It's warm, sweet, and golden, like a taste of summer preserved in a tin. It's a common sight on American dinner tables, from Thanksgiving casseroles to weeknight meals. For many seniors, it feels familiar, easy, and safe. However, behind its sweetness lies a concerning truth. Canned corn may be stealing the clarity of your vision without you realizing it. Unlike fresh or frozen corn, which retains most of its natural nutrients. Canned corn undergoes extensive processing during production. Much of the vital lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants essential for protecting the retina, are lost during this process. These nutrients play a vital role in filtering harmful blue light and preventing age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. When you rely on canned corn as a regular side dish, assuming it's harmless, you're essentially consuming calories without providing your eyes with the protection they desperately need. To make matters worse, most canned varieties are loaded with excess sodium and sugar, often hidden under labels like seasoned or sweet kernel. Over time, high sodium levels can increase intraocular pressure, straining the optic nerve, while added sugar contributes to inflammation, silently damaging not only your vision but also your overall vascular health. I've met elderly patients who said, "It's just corn, what harm can it do?" But small, daily habits accumulate and shape our health as we age. Sometimes, the most innocuous-seeming foods can cause the most long-lasting damage. So, before you open the next can of corn, pause and consider choosing fresh or frozen corn instead. This simple switch could help preserve your ability to read, drive, and recognize the faces of your loved ones. Now that we've identified the vegetables to avoid, the question arises, which vegetables should you eat to enhance your vision, protect your brain, and support your heart simultaneously? The answers may already be within your reach. Curious to know which vegetables can truly heal and safeguard your eyes? After learning about the vegetables that may gradually impair your vision, it's natural to wonder what you should be eating instead. What foods can genuinely support your eyesight, keep your mind sharp, and maintain a healthy heart as you age? The good news is that the answers aren't found in some exotic health store or expensive supplement. They're readily available at your local grocery store, or even in your own garden if you're fortunate. Let's start with carrots, the time-honored champion of eye health. Rich in beta-carotene, they assist your body in producing vitamin A, a nutrient essential for protecting the retina and improving night vision. Then there's the red bell pepper, often overlooked but packed with vitamin C and antioxidants that reduce inflammation and strengthen the blood vessels in the eyes. And consider kale. When cooked gently, it becomes a nutrient powerhouse, rich in lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients act like natural sunglasses for your retina, shielding it from blue light and reducing the risk of macular degeneration. Don't underestimate the humble, ripe tomato either. Filled with lycopene, it combats oxidative stress not only in your eyes but throughout your vascular system, helping to keep your heart and brain youthful for longer. These aren't passing trends, they're nature's gifts, supported by scientific research, ready to be part of your daily diet. The key isn't just eating vegetables, it's choosing the right ones and preparing them properly, with care, consistency, and intention. However, even the healthiest vegetables lose their nutritional benefits if cooked incorrectly or consumed at the wrong time. What you do after a meal can be just as important as what's on your plate, and that's what we'll explore next. Protecting your vision begins with your diet. Growing older doesn't mean accepting inevitable vision loss. It means making wiser, more deliberate choices with every bite, every habit, and every decision. The vegetables we've discussed aren't inherently bad. In fact, many of them are highly nutritious when prepared and consumed appropriately. But when we persist with harmful cooking practices or rely on overly processed versions, we gradually undermine the health of our eyes, minds, and hearts. Your eyesight is about more than just reading or driving. It's about seeing your grandchildren's smiles, observing the changing seasons, and recognizing the faces of those you love. That clarity of vision is worth protecting. It's never too late to change your dietary habits, to replace a potentially harmful dish with a nourishing one. So, start today. Reevaluate your diet, your cooking methods, and how these choices impact your well-being. Every small change counts, because good vision isn't just a privilege of youth, it's a reward for making informed decisions. If this message has resonated with you, please share it. Help another senior protect their vision before it's too late. When we safeguard our eyesight, we don't just see the world more clearly, we stay connected to it. These insights are intended to inspire you to live a full and authentic life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey of embracing these health truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback is invaluable to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and hey, race to living life on your own terms.